Hello, welcome to the class. I'm Frank Davis, and I need to share with you some expectations and other related material so that we can have an even playing field. So we're prepared to to interact with each other. So expectations for you to be authentic, present, and to try to stretch as you strive to do your best. Because no kidding, staying in your comfort zone, you don't need to go to a university to do that. Okay, you're here to learn. I'm here to support that process. I do facilitate this class, and yet we learn from each other. And you paid good money to be here, and you shouldn't have to endure a colleague phoning it in. Okay, bearing that in mind, your colleagues don't want you to be phoning it in. So again, stretch, engage me, engage each other. Let's squeeze all the juice we can out of this time together. Please look out for the first day of class. In the past, I've announced that here. Then, then I had to, then I found I had to make this announcement all over again every time. So I'm not announcing the first day of class, what the date is here. It's readily available all over the place. So, but if you have a question about that, don't hesitate to email me. Okay? I mean, hey, that's what I'm here for, right? Look, I will work with anyone who has legitimate need. Just let me know. The last class I taught at another university, I had a student in Syria. This is actually now, this notation is now a year old. Um, I had a student in Syria who was experiencing the earthquake, the Turkey Syria earthquake that was right at the border there. Um, he also happened to be a medical doctor. So, although he did not take advantage of my offer, I felt compelled to remind him, as I now remind you. I just need some communication and documentation, and you can have all the time in the world you need to do whatever you need to do to get your work together. Just kind of an interesting footnote, though. A PS: he never was late. It's interesting how students between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, and neither was a soldier with this kind of dynamic in mind, who years earlier I offered a similar proviso to. He was fighting for us in Iraq, and yet always on time. But so it goes. So it goes. Um, APA is required throughout, etc. And so this is my final chunk of expectations here, and I will post the text along with this video as a point of professionalism skill for graduate students. I will hold you to account not just for APA, including pagination, citations that have references, and vice versa. And by the way, cover pages and reference pages don't count in the page count, so don't worry about that. And references properly formatted in alphabetical order. Yet also that your PowerPoints are narrated and that they hold to the slide counts, just as I will do with 1 to 2 page memos. You know, or any other word count or page count. Proofread, edit. These are professionalism skills. Learn them now in the classroom. Don't wait for the real world to leave you behind without comment. That's why you're here, to learn this stuff, to fail if you have to, in the process of learning this stuff, so that you don't have to fail later out in the real world. You want to be a professional out in the real world, okay? Every deliverable that is not a video check-in gets references, discussions, responses to discussions, PowerPoints, and papers and memos. There's this thought. What separates a master from a baccalaureate? You're grad students. And as such, a master stands on credible information. It's all about the research. It's all about the research, honest to goodness. Now, all deliverables, excepting if there is a deliverable that's in parts, are to be uploaded as one deliverable, not in parts. So unless we're expressly asking for it to be in parts, your deliverables are just the one upload. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I'll see you in the classroom.